Hello beautiful humans, my name is Taryn and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Better late than never, am I right? We're doing my February reading wrap up today. Yes, I do realize that it is the middle of March, but here we are. Also, I'm giving my hair a week off from heat, so we are dealing with whatever's going on in my head. And before we get, no, we can't get started because what? God, we have the freaking 2000 side part, whatever. Before we get started, I wanted to quickly talk about NOVELWICKS. NOVELWICKS is a bookish candle small business run by the most wonderful and beautiful and perfect human, Murphy, and she sent me 2 candles and wanted me to share with you that it is MAAS March. So she has huge Sarah J Maas candles coming out this entire month. Here, let me tell you the dates really quick. So I know we're on the 15th, okay? But know that some of these are already available. All right, so March 1st was Throne of Glass. All of those candles came out and she still has some available. March 8th is all of her ACOTAR. The 15th it says new, all in all caps. So new releases of her SJM candles, which is exciting. The 22nd is Crescent City, and then the 29th there is just more SJM coming out, and you can use code MANNIN. I'll type it here and I'll put it in the description down below for 15% off. Okay, so the 2 that she sent me were Night Court. Oh my god, it smells so good. And then honest, like, best perk of these, well, besides, you know, the smelling good, is that they're glittery and that's adorable. I will literally light these candles in my reading room and the entire house will smell like it. They are amazing. And then I also got Surreal's Tea Shop. Oh, we love, which is chamomile and lavender. Holy crap, that is so calming. I need to like light this in the morning. They're all hand poured. Again, it's just a bookish small business. I will always rave about. They're amazing. Okay, now let's talk about my February books. Look, y'all, we started off strong, okay? And then the universe said, you read one good book? All the other ones, you're gonna hate. So we started off the month with, speaking of Sarah J Maas, House of Flame and Shadow, Crescent City 3, and listen, there are girlies out there that are giving this a 3.5 star, and saying that this was nothing, and I highly disagree with that statement because I gave this 5 stars. But honestly, I will read and love anything she writes. So am I a little biased? Sure, yeah, I don't care. Okay, did the characters in this book piss me all the way off? Yeah, they did. Yes, there was so many times that I had to like slam my book closed because what the hell were these characters doing? But I think that we need to remember that these are young little baby characters. They are young, well, some of them are young. The ones that made the mistakes, the ones that were stupid, I think are young, okay? And if we've read any of these books, I feel like are used to old characters. I feel like as I'm saying this statement, I am remembering that no, Taryn, most of her main characters are a little bit young and they're not as stupid. It doesn't matter. I loved it. Okay. Oh god. And then after that I read The Fake Meate by Elena Ferguson, and I grabbed this because I liked The Nanny by her. It was adorable. Let me tell you about myself. I don't read the back of books ever. I just don't. I feel like it ruins the book. I just want to go in blind. This book came to bite me in the ass because of that. Because, you know, you see these little paw prints? Yeah, I thought it had to do with a dog. There's going to be a cute little dog in here. No, besties, these are wolf shifters. Which is fine if you go into a book knowing that they're wolf shifters. If you are thrown into a book and you're like, hey, actually we shift into wolves and there's knotting involved, and just so many other things. Like, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It felt like the second in a series when it wasn't the second in a series. So you were just like thrown into this world with no world building. And like, I get that it's a romance, but I just feel like we gotta know a little bit about their world. Like, where did these wolves come from? You know? But we didn't get any of that. So you're just reading about two wolf shifters and their sex life, pretty much. What did I give this? I'm sure I gave it a 2-star. I didn't like it. Okay. Oh dear God. And then if I thought that was bad, if I thought that was bad, I then picked up the Kasanova by T.L. Swan. This is the 3rd book in the Miles High Club, and I liked the first 2, but I liked them. I mean, I gave them 3 stars. They were very run-of-the-mill romance books. I was excited for this one. I hated this. Hated it. I gave it 1 star, I think. Oh my God. I have to read you my review because this book physically made me angry. Like, if you follow me on Instagram and you remember seeing my stories about this book, I was raging. I did read it in a day because of just how angry it made me. I just like couldn't put it down. I was hoping that there would be some redeeming quality. No. No, no, no. This man, terrible. Oh God. Let me go to my Goodreads. I'm like getting mad thinking about it again. I said, I cannot tell you a single good thing about this book. I just finished a serial killer romance before this, and that MMC that killed people for a living had more green flags than Elliot Miles. I'll tell you the next book that I read. The book that I read before this, after this, whatever. Here's my list of bad things about this book. Spoilers, but necessary spoilers. He called her a bitch 5 times in the first 3 chapters. He had to carry her curvy body up the stairs and felt the need to say how hard it was for him to do. Go to the fucking gym, my guy. And just like, if it's hard, don't write that in the, like, what was the author thinking where she was like, oh yeah, let me write that the main character is curvy, but like, she's too, I don't know, it pissed me off, okay? He barked on multiple occasions. Not like a dog, but honestly, probably like a dog, knowing him. Like, she said on multiple times, like, he barked at me, go do your job. He barked at me, some other probably misogynistic, disgusting stuff. Okay? He sat in the front seat. This is my favorite. He sat in the front seat of his brother's car and kicked the dashboard. A 34-year-old man. I just want you to imagine a 34-year-old man sitting in the passenger seat of a car and kicking the dashboard like a 4-year-old. I want you to imagine that. Because is that not just the grossest thing, like the ickiest thing that you have ever heard in your entire life? It's like when you hear the main character stomping his feet because he doesn't get his way. Who thought that was cute? Who thought that was cute? Last. He sent her a picture of his blistered hand. Okay, so yeah, they like broke up at the end, obviously third act breakup, and he's like writing her notes, okay? And that's how he's getting her back, is he's just writing her love letters and love letters and love letters. Well, in one of these love letters, he sent her a picture of his blistered hand because he hadn't seen her in so long and had jacked off too much. So that was that book. 1 star. Do you know how many people were in my DMs when I was ranting about that book saying, I don't remember any of that happening. I gave that book 4 stars. I must have blocked that out. I wish I could have blocked it out too, bestie. I really wish I could have. Anyway, the book that I was talking about that I read before that one was Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. Everyone has been ranting and raving and loving this book so much, so I had to pick it up. And I really loved it. I mean, it's about 2 serial killers that are falling in love. But I did give it 4 stars because, first things first, there's a whole trigger warning page. Okay? Read them. But for some ungodly reason, the 5th one on the list is accidental cannibalism. Let me tell you, besties, it should have been the top one. It should have been in bold, and it should have been in all capital letters. Because maybe I'm just a squeamish little bitch, but my God, my stomach hurt reading this book. Like gagging. Like I was trying to tell my best friends about this book, and I couldn't tell them about it without feeling physically ill. But other than that, it was cute. It was adorable. I really want to read the second one because I think the second one is going to be amazing. The way our main guy fell hard and fast and like professed his love and showed his love for our female main character was everything and more. I'm so sorry that the lighting got so dark in here. There must be a cloud. But it was like, oh my God. It was so good. I also do think though that there was some plot holes. Like the whole like point of it is that every year they have like a hunt where they are trying to hunt for bad people and kill them. And they like talk about how, oh yeah, we've communicated all year. Like we've texted each other back and forth all year before we've met each other. And I just kind of wish that we got some of that. Like just throw in some text messages every once in a while. I don't know. I hated being like, here's this year, here's this year. Like, I don't know. I wanted more. Not more cannibalism. Okay, I also read The Gossip and the Grump by Pippa Grant, and first of all, look at how adorable this is. I gave this book 2.75 stars, and I'm just gonna read my review because I thought my review is kind of perfect. Okay, so it was cute, but it was also very boring and missing something. Our main girlie's only personality trait was that she's a gossip, and the entire book she's trying to be off gossip, so she fell a little flat for me. And our main guy, he's a grumpy guy. He's literally called the Grump. I don't know if I'm just like am used to these big rich men in romance books, like when somebody makes them mad, they like really trying to ruin their life a certain way. But like his revenge plot was he was going to buy a coffee shop and put bees all over it because the owner of the coffee shop didn't like bees. You know, that just like doesn't hit. Also, I don't know if this is the second in a series. Is it? Yeah, this is the second in a series, and I didn't read the first one, so that's completely on me. But at the very beginning, I was very not bored. I was very confused as to what the fuck was going on. But again, that's a me problem. That's not a this book problem. But anyway, 2.75 stars. I reread Hookline and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, and I got to tab it this time. And I just love this book, and it happened one summer so much. Liam still gave me the ick. Like, I don't know, just something about him. Him just being too hot, just like, it really throws me off. But I still love that I still gave it a 4.5 stars. Still adorable. Hannah, I relate to Hannah on such extreme levels, so I love her and I love this little world. I listened to Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing by Matthew Perry, and I highly recommend listening to the audiobook. I found this so interesting, so devastating, so heartbreaking, and yet heartwarming at the same time. It was absolutely amazing, and I do think that this is a book that everyone should pick up, especially if you are obviously a Friends lover or if anybody in your life has dealt with addiction. I think that this is a very good listen. I also listened to Where He Can't Find You by Darcy Coates. I read my first Darcy Coates book at the beginning of this year, and I absolutely loved it. She writes kind of horror thrillers. At least the ones that I've picked up have been horror thrillers, and this one gave very no, that's not right, Taryn. Oh no. Very Stranger Things vibes, but like first season Stranger Things, where like all the kids are the ones that are doing the sleuthing and the trying to figure out what the hell is happening, and it gives very kind of like, you know, the Upside Down, like you kind of, it's not that similar, but it is similar in the sense. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. And in the book, you have really cool comics, which I loved. Not comics, they're illustrations. They're not comics, Taryn. But it's cool. Anyway, Oh, what did I give this? I give it a 3.5 star because it was a little slow. And then I read my second Megan Quinn book, Not So Meat Cute. Whenever I read the first one by her, I don't remember what it's called. I read it in January. Whenever I read that one, everyone was like, you have to read the Kane Brothers series. You have to read it. You have to read it. So I picked this one up and I really enjoyed it. What did I give it though? I have no idea. So please hold. Oh, I hate myself sometimes. I wrote 3.75 star. Oh, I thought I literally just wrote one sentence as my review, and I was like, Taryn Lee, you can't do that, because I don't remember shit. But I wrote more, okay? I wrote 3.75 stars. Oof, when Huxley fell, he fell, in all caps. But it's now been a week since I've read this, and that's legitimately all I can remember. So, and then I put in parentheses, oh, and I did laugh my ass off. Yeah, so this is fake dating, fake fiance. And I had very, very, very high hopes for that because that is one of my favorite tropes of all time. And they did it well. Like, I really, really liked it. But Girly Pop was hella annoying. Actually, and Huxley was really annoying. I don't know. They just butted heads a lot of the time, and it wasn't like butt heads because I love you so much. It was like butt heads because we're both the most stubborn humans in the entire world, and it got a little redundant, annoying, those words. So I did give it 3.75 stars, but I still really liked it, and I do genuinely remember laughing my ass off because some of the things that happened in this book were just like, what, like the scenarios that they were put in, what? It was really funny. And those are all the books that I read in the month of February. I'm so sorry this is so late. I am having a bit of a dilemma in the record YouTube videos department. So I'm just going a little slow. I'm just taking my sweet time, and I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's what's happening in my life. So I'm so sorry. Anyway, let me know if you remember the month of February, because it's been so long since that month. But if you remember what your favorite book was from that month, let me know, please. I hope you had a better month than I did, because wow, some of these were a rough ride, but some of them were good. And if you've read any of these and you feel similarly or not similarly and you want to share your thoughts with me, then please do. Okay? I love you. I hope you... That was rude. I love you. I hope you have an amazing day, night, week, month, and a year. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, bestie. No. Goodbye, beautiful humans.